I am Dr. Neha Dev. Our today's topic is standardization of a test. Most of the researchers in the education field use standardized tests. Standardization itself can be a topic for PhD level research. For all the researchers, it is very important to prepare a test or tool. At that time, one must follow certain steps in the standardization procedure. So, standardization of a test or a tool is a very important topic for all the researchers. First, we'll see definition of a standardized test. A standardized test is any form of test that requires all test takers to answer the same questions or a selection of questions from common bank of questions in the same way, and that is scored in a standard or consistent manner, which makes it possible to compare the relative performance of individual students or groups of students. In other words, a standardized test is a test that is administered and scored in a consistent or standard manner. Standardized tests are designed in such a way that the questions, conditions for administration, scoring procedures, and interpretation are consistent and are administered and scored in a predetermined standard manner. Now, the first step in the standardization is the analysis of the content. Know the content. One has to read textbooks, reference books, journals, research reports, tests, etc. to study the content related with the variable for which the researcher or the person is planning to prepare a test. So here, researcher has to do comprehensive search for the key term for which the researcher is going to prepare the test or tool. In other words, the researcher has to analyze critically the purpose of the preparation of the tool. Researcher has to study the variable thoroughly for which he or she is going to prepare the tool. Now the next step is writing questions or the items. The items may be of different type, multiple choices or any other. Items or questions should be objective, simple, non-ambiguous, and their answering should be easy. Here one has to do editing of the questions or items, which is very important. Then the person, the test maker or the researcher has to give proper instructions. General and question wise specific instructions should be given. Instructions should be clear and non-ambiguous. What is to be done? How much is the time given to solve the test? How to write answers? All these things are to be made clear. Now the first administration is done. After taking experts' advice and making rectifications, answer key, model answer paper, marking scheme are to be prepared carefully. And then first administration is to be done on a small group, say about 100 people or 100 respondents. Advantages of the first administrations are problems regarding understanding the question, adequacy of the allotted time, and other problems in the actual administration can be found out. Faulty questions, ambiguous questions can be identified. Sentence construction and language of the question can be improved. Comprehensiveness and adequacy of the instructions can be checked. Now, after doing the first administration, which acts as pilot study, the second administration is done. The test is revised and administered on a preliminary group, say about 200 to 500 respondents. Then curve is drawn and compared with NPC. From that, nature of the group is understood. Then, the very important step in the standardization procedure is done, and this is the most critical and complicated step in the standardization procedure. It is known as item analysis. After evaluating the test in the second administration, upper 27% and lower 27% are considered. Percentage of students solving each item correctly in the upper part and lower part, that is found out, and using certain statistical formula, item analysis is done. In the item analysis, index of difficulty of each and every item or index of item discrimination power, that is found out. And then the final format of the test is prepared. The questions with required level of discriminating power and difficulty level are selected. Others are discarded. Number of questions is made limited. Time, title, revised instructions, and the expected way of writing answers. All these things are described in detail. And the final administration is done. So one must know there are 3 administrations of the test. Now in the final administration or the third administration, the actual process of standardization is done. Here reliability, validity, objectivity are found out. The test is administered on a representative sample or group of 2000 to 5000 respondents. Evaluation is done as per the marking scheme. Different statistical measures and other criteria are found out. For example, mean, standard deviation, percentile rank, etc. Then the norms are found out. Norms are very important for the interpretation and comparison of the students with other group. Then the researcher must comment on the different characteristics of the test. Generally 6 characteristics they are described. The first characteristic is validity. Validity refers to whether or not the test measures what it claims to measure. Validity can be found out using different methods. The second characteristic is reliability. Reliability tells us how consistently the test scores measure something. Reliability also can be found out using different methods. For example, test retest method, parallel test method, split half method, etc. The next characteristic is objectivity. Objectivity means absence of subjectivity. A test is considered to be objective when it makes for the elimination of the scorer's personal opinion and biased judgment. The next characteristic is discriminating power. We have seen this in the item analysis. Through item analysis, discriminating power and difficulty level is found out. Discriminating power of a test item can be measured by comparing the number of people with high test scores who answered the item correctly with the number of people with low scores who answered the same item correctly. The next characteristic is adequacy. Adequacy is comprehensiveness or totality of the measurement. The test must measure the required variable adequately. And the last characteristic is usability. Usability is a degree to which something is able or fit to be used. It is also called as feasibility. Now the next and the last step is preparing the manual. The complete procedure of preparation of the test, its characteristics, its administration, analysis, interpretation, norms, all these things are described in the manual. So manual is the important part of any standardized test. This is the last step of the standardization process. Now the test is ready to use. Obviously, researcher has to give the references used. So, this much is about standardization of any test or tool. Thank you.